こんにちは、ハリケーンフットボールです。今回の教材は、レアル・ソシエダの久保建英に関する動画です。リバプールは、直近でブライトンに快勝をしたところですが、サラーとスロットの確執は、ここ数日間、メディアやファンを賑わせており、一月の移籍の話も出てきました。そんな中、スカイスポーツは、サラーの後継者候補のランキングを作成し、現実的な選択肢として、久保建英を挙げ、推薦しています。実際にどのように話しているのか、チェックしてみましょう。
We are going to France and talk about PSG's Bradley Barcola.
Okay.
Now, they kind of missed the boat on this. They probably should have signed him a couple of years ago when he was at Lyon. This is now his third season at PSG. He's already won the treble there. This is me thinking that with Desiree Doué, with Kavisha Kvaratskhelia, with Ousmane Dembele, there's rotation in that forward line for sure. There's Kang In Lee there as well. He does play a lot of football, and he has been really good when he has played. This season, his shots are close to 4 per 90. His dribbles are very, very solid. He's kind of world-class in every category except for shooting, which kind of feels like the exact opposite. Well, Mo Salah's very, very good in pretty much every category, but his finishing's always been exceptional, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So, again, it's a little bit of a project. I think he's 22, 23. I think he would again cost 50, 60, 70 million pounds in January. I don't see why it's in PSG's interest to sell. But if you're losing a player of Salah's stature, Liverpool would have to go big.
Do you think he's ready to be a main man, though? Because he's got 5 goals and 2 assists this season, but he misses a lot of chances.
He does miss a lot of chances, but it kind of reminds me of Jeremy Doku a little bit, where Jeremy Doku's now becoming the player that everyone thought he could, where the finishing was just kind of catching up with the rest of his game. And Bradley Barcola gets in so many phenomenal positions. It's definitely a player to kind of watch in the future, but it does feel like whether he'd want to leave PSG, who look like they're going to win Liga at the very least. They're not having their best season as well, but it's a World Cup year. Does he want to join a new environment when he's got a very good chance of playing a pretty good role for France at the World Cup? He's just such an exciting player, and he is predominantly a left winger, but he can play on the right-hand side as well.
Matty, do you think Liverpool need to lean into goals and assists from the player that replaces Salah, or should they be all right with Ekitike and Isak and get someone that maybe is more of a provider?
Where's Jacob Murphy on this list, by the way? That's what Arnie Slot wanted, didn't he? Literally, that's where Arnie Slot wants him.
If that's the case, then he wants a creator.
It's a true angle, though, because if you've signed 2 of the best strikers in the world, and Isak and Ekitike, who are going to get you goals, so maybe you do need to go for that guy that's happy to be the provider. He doesn't want all the headlines, but he will put the ball in the area for you. He will do the stuff that you might not want to do, make those runs and stuff. So that could be a good option, and that's why I actually quite like the wild card Barcola show, because he does absolutely need to work on his finishing. When he played Newcastle, he looked amazing until he got the box and fired one over the bar. So he is a real talent, an exciting project, and I think that could be a good option.
All right, let's get him up, and then we'll go to number 2. I think you've got...
Number 2 is Takefusa Kubo. So this is kind of the logic of, I didn't want to just suggest complete unachievable options. I wanted to suggest someone that could potentially be gettable. And Kubo he was a wonder kid. He spent time in La Masia. He was at Real Madrid, then gets sent out on a number of loans. He's been at Real Sociedad for a number of years now. He's not having a good season. But Real Sociedad aren't having a good season. They're really struggling with Zubimendi and Mikel Merino having left in the last couple of years, and Lunamond, the centre-back, and Alguacil, their manager that got them into the Champions League, he's left as well. They're 14th in La Liga. I think Kubo's on 1 goal and 1 assist in the league. Yes. Not a good campaign, but stylistically, he's probably the most similar, alongside Elise, to Mo Salah. Very small, very diminutive, very predominantly left-footed, very good creative, cutting in on his left foot as well. And if you are looking to sign a centre-back or 2 in the next 2 windows, if you're looking to sign a more natural 6 cover for Ryan Gravenberch, Liverpool, despite spending £400 million in the summer, and this might sound ridiculous, their rebuild's not actually complete. I think most people would say their squad looks quite unbalanced right now. Maybe you have to sign a £30, £40 million replacement, maybe play Florian Wirtz a bit more on the right-hand side, which you could do, maybe play Jeremy Frimpong there as well, and allow Kubo to develop into the player that he definitely has the quality to become.
Yeah, I think this is a tough one. So let's put Kubo up.
次は解説です。今回は難しいボキャブラリーも多くありませんでしたので、簡単なものが多いですが、本日の解説をチェックしてみましょ
う。Now, they kind of missed the boat on this.
Miss the boat は非常によく使われるイディオムの一つです。直訳すると、船に乗り遅れるという意味ですが、実際には大切なチャンスやタイミングを逃すという意味で使われます。例えば、新製品の発売直後に買わなかったことで値上がりしてしまった時や、締め切りに間に合わなかった場合などに使います。この表現は日常会話でもビジネス英語でも使える便利なフレーズです。また、 文脈によっては、もう遅いよといったニュアンスも含まれるため、相手への注意やアドバイスの時にも効果的です。英語学習者にとって、場面に応じて使いこなせると表現力がぐっと上がります。
Now, they kind of missed the boat on this. Now, they kind of missed the boat on this, but if you're losing a player of Salah's stature,
スタチューは、日常会話というよりも、ニュースやビジネス英語、スポーツ解説などでよく使われる語彙です。意味としては、社会的地位や評価の高さを表す場合が多く、国際的に高い評価を受けている人などを表現するときに使われます。また、身体的な身長という意味もありますが、文脈によって判断が必要です。特に人物の影響力や存在感について話すときに使うと、洗練された表現になります。トイックや英検などでも目にする可能性があるので、ぜひ覚えておきましょう。
but if you're losing a player of Salah's stature,
Matty, do you think Liverpool need to lean into goals and assists from
リーニンとは、直訳すると、何かにもたれかかるや、身を乗り出すですが、比喩的に積極的に向き合うや、ある物事に本気で取り組むという意味でよく使われます。特に現代のビジネスや自己啓発の文脈で、自分の強みや特徴を生かすや困難を避けずに挑むといったポジティブな姿勢を表す際に使われます。例えば、lean to change で変化を積極的に受け入れるのように使えば、変化に前向きで柔軟な印象を与えることができます。表現力の高い、ナチュラルなイディオムなので、ぜひ覚えておきたいフレーズの一つです。
Matty, do you think Liverpool need to lean into goals and assists? Matty, do you think Liverpool need to lean into goals and assists from
very small, very diminutive, very predominantly left-footed.
diminutive は、とても小さい、小柄なという意味の形容詞で、人や物のサイズが通常より小さい時に使います。特に英語圏では、体格が小さくても能力が高い人を称賛するときに、ポジティブな意味で使われることが多いです。例えばスポーツ選手や歌手など、外見は小柄でも印象的なパフォーマンスをする人に対してよく使われます。また名詞として使う場合は、愛称や短縮形のことを指すこともあります。発音と意味の両方に気をつけて覚えると、英語の理解力がぐっと深まります。
Very small, very diminutive, very predominantly left-footed. Very small, very diminutive, very predominantly left-footed.
いかがでしたか？久保建英をサラーの後継者候補として、ランキングの2位に選び、この5人の中でも、現実的な選択肢として推薦していました。前回の移籍市場までは、チャンスメイクの能力は間違いなくありながらも、昨シーズンはそのアシストさえゼロに終わり、サラーほどの得点力はないことから、サラーの後継者候補としていつも名前が挙がりながらも、最終候補にも残っていないように感じていました。しかし、サラーの移籍が現実的に見え、サラーの得点力だけでなく、パフォーマンスの低下があり、同時に、この動画でも話している通り、イサクや液的という得点源がいることからも、ウィンガーにはチャンスメイクを任されるようなプレイヤーの獲得が、十分にあり得そうにも感じてきました。久保建英には、もうどこでも良いから移籍してほしいと、日本人ファンは思っていると思いますが、なかなか実現が難しいビッグクラブへの移籍が、ワールドカップイヤーだからこそ、他の選手も移籍することを控えることも多いことから、こういう形で魅了を結べるのなら、個人的には一月の移籍もぜひ実現してほしいなと感じます。本日もご視聴いただき、ありがとうございました。またすぐにお会いしましょう。